It don't happen again, no. BIAFRANS need to hear this one. In fact, according to my people, ndị be anyị na-atụ n'enesu ụzọ dị mma agaghị ugboro na-abụ. Say any road where you pass, if the road is good, so you go like to pass them again. I think I can be able to interpret this one. I'm not looking for any interpreter in this very regard. Good morning, my wonderful people. Greeting to you all. Na me, I don't arrive again. I beg. This one, another second broadcast of this day. As I promised earlier, I said it's gonna be fire for fire, back to back. You may gonna hear this headline. According to IPOB, or according to Simon EKPA, he said, and I quote, "MAZI made me to swear oath to replace him if anything happens." Simon EKPA bring it to the notice of everybody. Well, we are going to read the news to know if he can be able to give us any single evidence of where he's meant is forced to take an oath if anything happens. So that's what it take be. But during the reign of MAZI, we never see EKPA as an assistant or a deputy to MAZI. So this one that is coming out now, well, whichever way you understand it or whichever way you see it, my own very, very concern is let things be done on the right way. As simple as that. We all have one thing in mind, that is the actualization of the independence of Biafra or the Biafran referendum. So anyway you choose to call it, you make on here another headline that we have here. According to the coup plotters, they said, and I quote, France, they don't violate their airspace, freeze terrorists. Niger coup leaders alleged. Okay, they violate their airspace and freeze some hostages or what? I don't understand. But let us do what? Let us continue with the news. We are going to find out what actually happens at their airspace. Ex-Supreme Court judge denies helping President Tinubu to influence tribunal judgment. This one is coming from the Mary Odele, the wife of Peter Odele of Rivers State. Former lawmaker Alabo also escapes assassination. This one is happening from Imo State. So my people, if you want to know this Alabo also, they're going to tell you and say, let him tighten his security because he's a big threat to the so-called, that murderer called Hope Uzodinjo in Imo State. So you escape today, tomorrow you might not escape again. That is the only promise that he can give you. Me and my men can defeat Niger Republic. After Dokubo, he don't carry him out come again. No, he want go fight Niger Republic. Actually, don't give a federal government condition. Which kind of condition are you giving a federal government? You want to go to fight Niger Republic or what? We don't understand. Anyway, let us do what? Let us wait until we read the news to know exactly the content of the particular news. Supreme Court judge. Okay, I think I have read this one. This one is President Tinubu meets with Nyesom Wike, Nasir El-Rufai in a closed door meeting in Asorok. One closed door to the other, one closed door to the other. All in the quest to get what they call him, Nasir El-Rufai into his cabinet, because it's among those who fought for him and they rigged the election on his favor. Token for senators, this isn't leadership. Mr. Macroni knocks Akpabio. The same Akpabio that is laughing to the poor, let the poor brave, and is making jest of it, is now giving senators a token for their holiday, for them to enjoy their holidays, even in the midst of hardship that the Nigerians are facing. Shame unto our lawmakers. On all of when I done the jollificate. Make waiting happen to Niger Republic, no happen to Nigeria, because if it happens, all of honor. And also say anyone go fear escape amo. Alhaji Shehu Sani, they have to Akpabio statement on senators getting holiday allowance. Holiday allowance. Poor people everywhere. Godwin Emefiele, Godwin Emefiele, move to stop DSS from further prosecution of him. Anyway, my wonderful people, in fact, we don't want to waste much of our time because this one is going to be brief. You don't already hear the headlines of what you are to expect in this very particular broadcast or this very particular video. So make sure you start the video, you watch it to the end. A lot of wisdoms is attached to it. And as you are watching, remember, you need to subscribe, you need to like, you need to comment. And Ogagbata and the Ubonga of them all is sharing the message. Once you listen, let another person get to know what is happening in the Okute Daily Talk. At least it will enable them to be able to do what? To be causing traffic at this very particular channel, so that they will be getting the news that they require. Because I am giving you the news from the right source. There's no any propaganda and there's nothing like a fake news, and I can assure you of that. So let us move straight to the reason why we are here. As you are subscribing, make sure you're also sharing all the very, very important part. MAZI Simon Ekpa, a popular Biafra agitator and separatist, has revealed how he was administered an oath of allegiance in regard to the struggle for the actualization of the Biafran Republic, according to him. In a statement posted on his official Twitter handle on Wednesday, Ekpa claimed that Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, have administered an oath on him through Caroline Okorafor's mother, Adamma Brown. He stated this while reacting to threats by some individuals to drag him to court following his activities in the southeast. Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafran Republic government in exile, also revealed that Kanu had, prior to his arrest, urged him to continue the struggle if anything happened to him. The statement reads, "I urge those who want to sue Simon Ekpa to hire lawyers from Finland and not Sweden, and I am not a resident of Sweden. But before you do that, make sure the lawyer is aware of the following," according to MAZI Ekpa. That MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, through Caroline Okorafor's mother, which is Adamma Brown, administered me the oath of allegiance, supervised by MAZI Nnamdi Kanu himself. Where this oath take place, we don't know. That before I accepted to take the oath, he convinced me that should in case anything happens to him, I am his replacement. Before I took the oath, he mandated me to take over the struggle if anything happened to him, including using his name, a promise he fulfilled immediately after he was kidnapped from Kenya by mandating me to take over the struggle from DSS dungeon. That during this oath of allegiance, the illegitimate son called Kanonta, and other siblings were not part of this agreement. Neither does he defunct and expelled criminals in DOS part of it. That by virtue of the above and many more yet to be made public, in fulfilling my own part of the agreement, I will continue to use MAZI Nnamdi Kanu's name and picture anyhow I want until he is released. Well, I asked, sorry to say this, I asked, he made you to admit an oath. He said he himself was what do they call it? A witness to it. Where did this happen? We need to know how. Did MAZI Nnamdi Kanu fly from London to Finland to administer the oath himself by Adamma or Adamma Brown? You give us just a half of the truth, saying you will keep on using his name simply because they have taken you to desist. Okay, now take out MAZI Nnamdi Kanu from the picture and continue the lineage with your own picture. I think it will be more better for people to continue following you instead of using another man's name and picture. Because that is why people keep complaining that you have already started your own struggle. When MAZI Nnamdi Kanu started his own struggle, he never used the Owazirike picture, despite the fact that Owazirike is the one that migrated him from Nigeria to the UK. As simple as that. Everybody knows this fact. So start using your own picture. I think it will serve. It will be more better than using MAZI Nnamdi Kanu's picture. One, we say Owazirike started mass up. You understand me? When that one crumbles, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu has to took up IPOB. Then after that one, you said your own movement is autopilot. Then remove IPOB and MAZI Nnamdi Kanu picture entirely and continue the journey. We will appreciate. Not only me, a lot of people will appreciate that, because they are seeing it as you are using MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to perpetrate some crimes in the life of our people. So please continue using your own picture. I think it will be more better. Stop using someone's picture. Stop using someone's picture. This thing you give us here is just a cock and bull story. Even I myself can give this kind of story. I know that people will attack me. I don't care. But what you give here is just a cock and bull story. There's no any evidence to back up your claim. You just come out now to make claims. Anyway, the gullible followers will surely believe you. They will even shout on you. Now they are trying to contribute money for you. They say for anyway, what do I know? Thank God that even myself, I can't even contribute one kobo. And I contribute 2 years ago. Nonsense. France violates airspace, frees terrorists, Niger coup leaders alleged. The military junta of Niger has accused French forces of violating its airspace and releasing imprisoned terrorists, intensifying an already tense atmosphere post the ousting of President Mohamed Bazoum. The junta spokesman, Colonel Amadou Abderrahmane, relayed these concerns on national television, mentioning a French aircraft alleged infringement. He insinuated a deeper French plot to sow instability within Niger and further stated that French actions aim to discredit the interim government named the National Council for Safeguard of the Country, CNSP. Highlighting an attack on the National Guard in the border region of Tillabéri, Abderrahmane asserted that French has released 16 terrorists behind the assault. As a response to the mounting tensions, the Niger government declared a heightened state of alert. The CNSP further warned of serious incidents unfolding, pointing fingers at the French military. Despite the accusations, French, which has a long-standing military presence in the Sahel region for counter-terrorism, has denied any wrongdoing. The ousted Niger President Bazoum laments hardship, claims eating dry rice. In a related development, the ousted Niger Republic President Mohamed Bazoum on Wednesday disclosed he is being isolated and forced to survive on a dry rice since the military's takeover on July 26, 2023. For you to see, you are commenting, you see right to eat, you are commenting, you are lamenting. But your citizens, the people you are guiding, most of them cannot even live on let's say on a 1,000 naira a day. Most of them drink water to go to bed. They isolated you that way for you to know that what the poor man sees, that you have guided for the past 12 years, what they are passing through, whereby you are busy living a flamboyant lifestyle with the commonwealth of the people. Now you are lamenting, right? That is it shock you that they isolated you are eating only dry rice, survive on dry rice. But some people, some poor masses on the street don't even see that dry rice to eat. Nonsense. In text messages shared with a friend and cited by CNN, Bazoum mentioned being deprived of all human contact and left without food or medicine. He has also been without electricity, an issue plunging all Nigerians due to Nigeria's response to the coup by cutting power. Asare Yakubu is on it again. He said, and I quote, he said, him and his men can defeat Niger Republic. And they don't come out to give federal government condition. Okay, you want to attack Niger, Ekpa? I think you don't like this your life. You don't like this your life. Former militant leader Asare Yakubu has vowed to defeat the Niger Republic military alongside his men. Nigerian news record that Yakubu last month, July, raised a private army consisting of over 300 militants, which sparked outrage online. The ex-militant leader said he and his comrades were working for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and anyone seeking his downfall will be smashed. In a viral video shared online, Yakubu said he and his men are capable of defeating the Niger Republic if the federal government commissions and gives them the go-ahead. He noted that the army in the Nigerian military are no match to his gang, adding that they will defeat them and restore democracy to the country. I laugh in Bangladesh. Ex-Supreme Court judge denies helping President Tinubu to influence tribunal judgment. A retired justice of the Supreme Court, Mary Peter Odele, has distanced himself or herself from an allegation that she is influencing judges of the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court to ensure that Bola Ahmed Tinubu gets a favorable judgment at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. Nigerian News understands that the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party PDP, Atiku Abubakar, flag bearer of the Labour Party P2B, and the Allied People's Movement APM are challenging Tinubu's victory in the presidential election held on the 25th of February 2023. A Twitter user, Jackson Ude, had alleged that Peter Odele is helping Tinubu secure a favorable judgment at the tribunal. The same Jackson Ude again. Reacting to the allegation in a press statement signed by her spokesperson, Felice Enebeli, Odele described the claim as false and malicious. The statement reads, while the defamation arising from the false allegation has been referred to the lawyers of her lordship to deal with it in accordance with the law, we consider it appropriate, particularly for the sake of public, to issue this unequivocal denial of the false allegation. We deny every allegation contained in the publication and state that the publication is false, malicious, mischievous, and a deliberate attempt at smearing the integrity and solid reputation of her lordship. We say nothing of the fact that the publications have the potential of inciting the public against her lordship on an issue of grave national importance. For the records, her lordship is neither a judicial consultant to anyone, nor is she in any way connected with or involved in any of the presidential election petitions or any other election petitions whatsoever. The public is hereby urged to disbelieve, disregard, and ignore this false publication. Enebeli added that all the list lawyers are on the issue and have demanded a retraction and a public apology from Jackson Ude. According to Enebeli, a redress would be sought in court if Ude failed to retract the story. Former lawmaker Alaboso escapes assassination. The resident of former member of Imo State House and Assembly who represented Osu Olo Uru East Federal Constituency, Jerry Alaboso, was set ablaze by arsonists. The three-time House members country home at Ihitenansa in Osu local government area of Imo State was attacked by yet to be identified gunmen on Tuesday night. A community source said the hoodlums thought the lawmaker was at home but met his absence. It happened on Tuesday night. They thought he was home because he has been frequenting the village to campaign for the forthcoming Imo governorship election. But after searching for him in vain, they set his house ablaze. The community, as I speak, is terrified and many have fled in fear. The Imo State Police spokesperson Henry Okoye confirmed the sad incident, disclosing that the command has commenced a manhunt for the criminals. The one that they burned one chief, Eze, have not been ascertained. Now another one. One day, one bad news in Imo State. He said the Commissioner of Police condemned this disastrous act in totality and has ordered an intensive manhunt for the arsonists. More so, optimal security operatives of the Joint Task Force have been deployed in also to prevent similar occurrence. We will apprehend the hoodlums that are involved, and they will be made to face the full wrath of the law. That we can assure you. Honorable Alaboso was before now a strong leader of the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP), but defected to the ruling All Poverty Congress (APC) some weeks ago. This one is a witch hunt. It have a lot to do with politics. President Tinubu meets Wike and El-Rufai in Aso Rock in a closed-door meeting. President Bola Tinubu, or President Ebola Tinubu, is currently meeting with the former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, and Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, at the presidential villa, Abuja. The journalists recall that President Tinubu nominated Wike, a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, and El-Rufai as ministers. However, while the 10th Senate, led by Godswill Akpabio, confirmed the former governor of Rivers State as minister, the upper chamber did not confirm Nasir El-Rufai because of an alleged security report. This platform gathered that the former governors arrived at the State House separately. While Wike came at about 1:40 p.m., El-Rufai entered the presidential wing of Asarok at about 2 p.m. Sources at the presidential villa that spoke with Vanguard hinted that efforts are being made to ensure that the Senate confirms the former governor of Kaduna State. That is it. That is part of the lobbying. Token for senators. This isn't leadership. Mr. Macaroni knocks Akpabio in the midst of hardship. They are giving them tokens for holidays. Nigerian skit maker cum actor Debo Adebayo, popularly known as Macaroni, has slammed the leadership of the National Assembly over their luxurious lifestyles amidst the current hardship being faced by Nigerians. Nigerians report that Macaroni's outburst comes following a trending video in which the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, during the plenary season, announced to his colleagues that a token had been sent to their various bank accounts to enable them to enjoy their holiday. The video has been since generated outrage online, with many Nigerians attacking Akpabio and the Nigerian senators. In a post on his social media page on Wednesday, the skit maker said, while Nigerians are going through an unbearable hardship, their leaders were sending money to themselves to enjoy holidays. According to him, the leaders sending tokens to themselves are still those urging struggling Nigerians to make sacrifices if they want things to work in the country. God have mercy. The Tesbian added that such development isn't leadership and also queried why the poor Nigerians have to pay for the luxurious lifestyles of their leaders. He said the Senate President has sent a very expensive prayers out of the insufficient blessings of over 200 million people to himself and his already blessed colleagues at the National Assembly. These are the leaders that have asked struggling Nigerians to make sacrifices if they want things to work in the country. So while Nigerians are going through unbearable hardship, our leaders are sending money to themselves to enjoy holidays. Who are those that should be making sacrifices if not for our leaders? Do our leaders understand that leadership is about service, selfishness, and sacrifice? Why do the poor people of Nigeria have to pay for the luxurious lifestyle of the leaders? Why? This isn't leadership, according to Macaroni. Shehu Sane and the same way had reacted to that Akpabio's of statements on holiday allowances for the senators. Former Kaduna Central lawmaker or senator Shehu Sane had reacted to the statement made by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, announcing that a token has been sent to senators to enjoy their races. Nigerians report that Akpabio, in a video trending online, found himself in an embarrassing situation after revealing that money has been sent to senators to enjoy their holiday. Addressing his colleagues during plenary on Tuesday, Akpabio said a token had been sent by the clerk of the National Assembly, Magaji Tambua, to the lawmakers to enjoy their holidays. The statement led to a rowdy season, and upon realizing he was speaking before live television and journalists, Akpabio quickly retracted the statement. Reacting via a Twitter post on Wednesday, Sani said, crediting the accounts of lawmakers has always been done secretly, but Akpabio has now revealed it to the world. He wrote, crediting the legislators' accounts are done under the mute button. The uncommon Senate President has mistakenly pressed the alarm. So that is what we have been having behind closed doors. If he didn't say this, we wouldn't have realized that this is what has been happening or what has been going on our backs, even while we are tightening our belt for the hardship that they have imposed on us. Rubber stamp Senate House is what we are going to get. Believe it or leave it. Godwin Emefiele moves to stop DSS from further prosecution on him. The suspended Central Bank of Nigeria governor, Godwin Emefiele, had filed an application to stop the federal government from further prosecuting him on the charge of illegal firearm possessions and ammunition. Emefiele, through his lawyers led by Joseph Daudu, SAN, filed application to Justice Nicholas Weibo of the Federal High Court in Lagos, who granted him bail. Nigerian News understand that Emefiele applications was filed on Tuesday, August 8, and has been served on the federal government on Wednesday, August 9. He also seeking an order of the court discharging him of all offenses prosecuted by the government, who is in brazen disobedience of the subsisting orders of the court granting him bail on the 25th of July 2023. Emefiele also asked for a further order prohibiting the federal government from continuing to enjoy any form of indulgence from the court except and unless it complies with the bail ruling. He asked the court to stay further proceedings in the present charge until he exhausts all the remedies available to him in law to compel the government and DSS to obey the order of the court, admitting him to bail or remanding him in the custody of the Nigerian Correctional Center until perfects his bail conditions or terms. The applicant also says that the process serves to preserve and protect the efficacy, majesty, and integrity of the court, as well as the rule of law in our democracy. Recall that the federal government last week filed an application before the court seeking leave to appeal before the order granting bail to the suspended CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele. In the application filed by a deputy director of public prosecutions of the Federation, Nkiru Jones Nebo, the government also asked the court to stay the execution of the order remanding Emefiele in the custody of the Nigerian Correctional Service and to make an order remanding him instead in the custody of the DSS. Justice Ovoko has fixed Thursday, August 10, that is today, to hear both applications. So my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers, now here we go take back break. Because everything now I have to make it very brief for all my broadcasts today so that you will not get tired of listening to me or you will not get tired of hearing my voice. Because as any toko without dancing, that one is going to make me talkative. So anywhere, anyhow way take you back on the enjoy this one until you hear my voice again. I still remain your one and only, or your wonderful, that's your broadcaster with a difference, and that's your media man where gets wild. My name still remain Mandianese from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. As you are watching, remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share, and remember that Pata of them all is sharing, commenting, subscribing, like. In fact, all of them now, Pata of them all. Make sure you do all these things at least to say thank you to this content creator who always bring news to your doorsteps. I tell you, it is nothing according to my brother. So my wonderful people, we're gonna enjoy this day. Today on Thursday, 10th of August 2023. But I come your way again, I still remain Okute Daily Talk. Bye bye for now, my wonderful people. Okay, Messiano.